As scientists around the world race to find a coronavirus vaccine, globally there are 8 human test trials underway. In the U.S., there are 2, including one that uses some promising but unproven technology. The government recently investing nearly $500 billion into Moderna, a biotech company that became the first to begin human trials about 6 weeks ago. While traditional vaccines like the flu shot involve injecting a tiny piece of a weakened or dead virus into the body in order to stimulate an immune response, Moderna's product does not contain any virus and instead prompts the body to make its own medicine. Neil Browning is one of 45 healthy people who volunteered to take part in Moderna's human trial, and he joins me now from Seattle to discuss. Neil, good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
So you had the first dose, right, in March, and then you have since had a second dose. How do you feel?
That's correct. I feel completely normal. I've really had no side effects whatsoever aside from a very sore arm the next morning, much like you'd get if you had a regular flu shot.
So what was your understanding? What have you been informed about being part of a test trial incorporates before you actually did it?
So this was not previously tested on animals, so we are both the first humans and the first animals to receive this in order to speed things up. And they let us know that this is, as you said, not any part of a virus, live or dead. It's using messenger RNA technology that reprograms our cells to make something that looks like the COVID-19 virus cell so that our bodies can recognize and attack it.
What inspired you to do this, to take part in it?
I mean, seeing the pain and suffering and all the trauma, the deaths, knowing that we're all members of the human race, and this opportunity presented itself, and I felt like I need to give back and help our fellow men.
Now, you're a family man. You've got kids, you're a husband. Was your family on board with this? How much of this did they know?
So my fiance's a registered nurse, and she and I talked about this with her medical background and doing my own research based on the information that the research center gave us. We felt like the risk was minimal compared to what benefits it could help for humanity. Mm-hmm. Discussing it with the kids, they didn't totally understand everything that was going on since they range in ages from 8 to almost 12. They know that Dad's helping out and that in the future they potentially could get the same shot that I did in terms of the next set of virus vaccines that go out.
So you've had 2 doses. How long is this trial?
The entire trial will take just over a year, and that is because they need to continue testing our blood to see that antibodies are remaining in the bloodstream for hopefully approximately a year in order to make it a successful vaccine.
And you keep a journal, and in that journal, what do you write about? What have been your experiences?
They gave us a memory aid journal to basically write down any symptoms, any signs of anything whatsoever, whether we thought it was related to the vaccination or not, so that their team can research it and determine if they think it's related to the vaccine. Ranges from headaches, slight fevers, runny nose, fatigue, joint aches, nausea, as well as itching or swelling or redness at the site of the injection.
And then quickly, what have scientists told you they're looking for in order to ascertain over the next year whether it's a viable option, whether it works, whether it is indeed a good vaccine?
Well, first and foremost is, of course, that there's no ill effects to the humans taking it. After that, hopefully they see that those spike protein are being formed by my body and that my body reacts to them as if they are something invading the body. And then hopefully those antibodies are created and remain in the bloodstream for a good year to provide that extra layer of protection in the future.
Mm-hmm. You seem really nonchalant about all this, but at the same time, are you really excited? Are you nervous about taking part? I mean, you did this willingly and voluntarily.
There was definitely some nerves involved at the beginning because this had not been trialed on people and I didn't know what to expect. But after the first week or two, when there literally was no symptom or any change in my physiology or how I was feeling, it kind of mellowed with time, and it seems like this is definitely the right choice that I made in trying to help out since there really hasn't been any side effects.
All right, Neil Browning, you're doing this for all of us, so really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You bet.